People pleasing is the way that we try to connect with others by always giving them what they want and receiving usually little in return. Hi, my name is Nedra Tawab, and on this episode of A Little Bit Better, we will be talking about people pleasing. To make it really simple, I think of people pleasing as doing things for other people and also doing things to make them happy and suffering inside. So when you go to the restaurant that you absolutely hate, but your friend loves it and you repeatedly do this, you are people pleasing. Sometimes when we're people pleasing, we are thinking that, wow, like I'm extending myself, I am compromising, when in actuality, what we're doing is giving parts of ourselves and not receiving anything back. If we have very performance-based parents, where if you do something good, you're rewarded, and if you do something bad, you're punished, you will naturally teach yourself that you have to do certain things in relationships to be accepted. And we carry that into our adult relationships with our friends and partners and our working relationships. But when we exist in relationships just to please others, we're really stepping into codependency. And it's not a healthy way to exist in relationships, because we should be able to be two separate individuals and be healthy. We can have all sorts of differences that are celebrated. Some tips that I love to stop people pleasing is, one, to consider your intention behind doing something. Are you doing this because you truly want to do it, or are you doing it because you feel if you don't, the relationship might end or the other person would be mad at you? 2, create healthy relationships with people where it's okay for you to have a difference of opinion, a different view, or even want or desire something that's different than what the person is wanting. 3, if you know you've come from a long line of people pleasing, you have to work through those things and not carry those behaviors to every type of relationship that you create with people. So when we're stepping away from people pleasing, it is very uncomfortable to start the conversation around being assertive. So do it in very small ways. When your friend says, you know, what do you want to do this weekend? That's your time to say, I'd like to blank. Instead of saying your norm of, what would you like to do? If it's your friend saying like, hey, can you take me to the airport? Hey, actually, could you Uber there because I don't have the time today to do it. It may not be having a huge, difficult conversation, but just changing your behaviors as needed. So when you feel yourself needing to please people, assess whether it's them or if it's you. If it's you, do your work around, where did this come from? Why am I doing this? Is this really required? And how do I change? How do I start to assert myself and advocate for the things that I want? I would love in the comments to hear about some ways that you started to assert yourself in your relationship. Did you have the big conversation, or did you in small ways just start being assertive? Please drop a line in the comments.